Hey everyone, it's Laurel Beard here with the Blitsy creative team, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Flower Soft. I got my hands on this and I love the texture that it puts out for your projects. Today I'm going to make this card here, and I've got 4 different colors of Flower Soft. I'm using the strawberry and the, I can't read what that says on the camera. The exact colors will be listed below. I apologize about that. But I'm going to use 2 colors. It's a pink and a red to create the texture on this flower. This is a flower by the Crafter's Companion. It's called Lily. And I have a Lily, by the way. Lily is my daughter, so I just had to use this flower, this stamp set. So anyway, I'm just going to ink this up real quick. I'm using some Memento Tuxedo black ink here, and I'm just going to ink this up and stamp it onto a regular white card base. There's so much that you can do with this Flower Soft. I thought for this video I would just show you the basics and create a very simple card that's very eye-catching because of the texture the Flower Soft produces. Before I go ahead and add that Flower Soft, I needed to give this flower a little bit of color, so I've just grabbed a light pink Copic marker, any kind of marker that you have, any kind of alcohol marker. You can even grab your kids' Sharpies, whatever, colored pencils, whatever you want to do to lay down some color. I thought I would choose a pink because it went well with the colors of the Flower Soft I'm using. So for the glue, you have to have a really good glue to adhere the Flower Soft down. They actually have a Flower Soft glue, which I don't have, so I am using my Ranger Multi-Medium matte finish glue. This stuff is awesome. I use it for everything, and when it dries, it's completely matte. So if I happen to squish some out or get somewhere I don't want it to be, no one will know the difference. Whereas some of the glues out there, they do leave a shine behind, like glossy accents, and it ruins the project. So I started by, this is the Flower Soft. It's so cool. It's like these little, I don't even know, these little tiny soft balls. I don't know how to describe it. It's super cool. It's similar to the consistency of flocking powder, if you know what that is. But I just love it. You get so much in this little container here. So I started by just grabbing some with my finger, and then I said, forget this, I'm going to sprinkle it down. I am working over a coffee filter to keep all of the extra contained, and then I can just funnel it back into my tube there. So I went ahead and put down that pink for starters, and then I'm going to go in and add some glue. I just, anywhere you put the glue is where your Flower Soft is going to stick. So now I'm going to go in where those lines are and take a paintbrush and paint on the glue, kind of keeping the shape of the lines that are in the flowers, if at all possible. I'm using a very detailed paintbrush, a little fine tip round brush. Anything you have will work. A Q-tip, if you don't have a paintbrush, will work. Whatever you can, a needle, probably the tip of a needle or something would work. So I've gone ahead and put that down, and now I'm going to take this red color. Again, grabbing my little coffee filter, and I'm just dumping that on there. I said, forget the grabbing it with my fingers. I'm going for the dump method here. So it sticks really well to this glue, and it leaves such a fun dimensional texture, a soft texture. So I just love it. So now I needed to add a stem to my flowers. So I've just, again, using that same multi-matte medium, I'm just taking that paintbrush and kind of drawing in a stem here with a couple of leaves, just to make this a flower with the stem. So then I'm going to take the brown Flower Soft, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on there. And now I've got this really fun dimensional stem. It's so much fun. And once your glue dries, it's so good. It's just awesome. It's awesome. I love this stuff. I can't believe I haven't used it before now. I needed to go ahead and stamp a sentiment, so I'm grabbing a dye ink that I have in a color that I thought would work well with this flower. You can see now that it's dry, I'm kind of rubbing my finger on it, and not much is coming off. I just think this stuff is so cool. I didn't want that stark white background, so I decided to grab some distress inks in the color Tumbled Glass, and I'm just going around carefully around the edges. Now, I don't want my blending tool to go over the Flower Soft because it will lift some of that Flower Soft off, because I don't think this is completely dry. I just needed to finish out this card real quick while my daughter was sleeping. So I'm going in with this pretty colored distress ink. I'm working off of the page on, and I am just creating a very soft blue background for my card. Total optional if you want. I really think it makes that flower and all the Flower Soft pop even more when you add a little bit of color in the background. I'm using a round blending tool here as well, but if you don't have this, you can use a makeup sponge or something like that. You can use any inks that you have in your stash actually to sponge on some color to your background. And here's the card. Look at the texture of this flower soft. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Love it. You can pick it up over at Blitsy right now. Thanks so much for watching.